There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
And happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Well, I hope everyone's had a good week. All things considered, I guess. But at the same time, just hoping that everyone's able to, stay calm and be able to still get something out of it. I just heard something come through the Ovilus. Let's take a look to see what that is. 3 words have come through so far, and that is else, E-L-S-E, it's an assault. Assault just came through. So I don't know. I don't know what any of that means, but I just wanted to let you all know that's what was going on. How's everyone doing? I hope that everybody is doing well. I see a lot of nice people saying hi. Hi, Irene. Hi, Greg. Whoa, hello, flashlight. Welcome. Oh, when we're in and out like that, could you do that again for us, please? You're here to want to talk to us. Can you turn yourself back on? Any spirit want to talk to us? Can you turn that back on for us, please? Are you here for Greg by chance? I clicked his name. As soon as I clicked it, you turned on. Very interesting, right? It's always very interesting with everybody, the way that this works. I just love it. You never know what you're going to get, right? So let's see here. First of all, just let me know where you're watching me from. If you're watching me from Paranormal Warehouse, if you're watching me from any of my other feeds, GhostBox, Minnesota GhostBox, or Parafriends, Paranormal United Network. I've just also joined the Afterlife Network. So, please let me know where you're coming from. Would love to know, and please let me know where you're from. I have somebody here. I just passed her by. Danielle is watching from Australia. Thank you very much for doing so. I appreciate it very much. Let's see. Thank you, Amanda. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. You know that with having the having the second camera on, it's not going to light up again. That's how it works, right? Let's see. Thank you very much, Michael. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. Let's see what else we have here. So just in case you don't know what I do, and that's totally fine. I don't expect you to. What we're going to try to do tonight is we're going to try to have communications with spirits, with loved ones, using the device known as the spirit box. And it's just a box like this. Many people use this on their paranormal investigations. There's different types of these sort of boxes. Some are custom. This is a mass-produced one. And what we find, at least on our end, is that the mass-produced ones work very well for this live feed. When we've tried some custom ones, they just haven't worked as well as some of the other ones, and that's just how it works for us. And we're just trying to figure out what works the best for us, so that we can get everyone can hear and interact the best way that they can. So I'm just kind of moving around to different content. Cool. I'm looking, and I should have been on my own page, and I'm not. Flashlight is off again, which is good to see. Are you gonna tell us who you're with? Can you turn on a different device, please, for us? we'll just leave that on for a bit. We'll just kind of see what's going on. We'll leave that on and kind of go from there, I guess. Let's see. So we're going to try to talk with spirit tonight using the device. You know, for those who haven't experienced it before, it's it can be loud. It can be grating. It is one of those things that is very much like white noise, very loud white noise, and that's just one of the things that kind of puts people off on it. But you know, if you try to listen, it doesn't give you a headache. It's amazing what we hear. It's amazing what we hear when we use them. Pete, yes, sensory deprivation style works best with spirit boxes in our group in Northwest Indiana. Yep, that is a very cool way of doing it. Someone will have maybe earphones and maybe cover their eyes up using a spirit box, but they can't hear the people outside asking the question. So the person's asking the question, and whoever has the earphones with the spirit box, their eyes are covered up. They tend to answer. You know, they just say what they hear, and to hear how closely it matches the question. That's, you know, it's a very cool way of doing it, and it's also a nice way to do it where you're not, you know, that maybe it's not being contaminated or anything like that. So we're gonna talk to spirits. A couple things I like to do. First of all, if you wouldn't mind, please consider sharing this video. I'd like to get as many people involved as possible. Basically, what we're doing is we're trying to get people's intention, not their energy, into here so that we can get more energy, not your energy, but get more energy to bring in people. Your intention is, I believe, what brings in spirit to talk with us. So please consider doing so. That would be fantastic. Also, just a couple quick things. I always like to promote on Tuesday. You can have your one question readings with Ane. You can she was going to be on the Paranormal United Network. She's going to be on Afterlife Network on her own page, Terror by Ane. You can reach her and do one question readings with her. She does them live. You just say, you know, ask, you know, what's my job situation looking like? What's money looking like for me? Stuff like that. They keep it light, but if you want to schedule a fuller reading with her, you go to www.onae.org and you can do one question readings with her that way. Also, next week on my radio show on AM 950, we're going to have Ane on. So if you miss her one question readings on Tuesday or Thursday, I'm going to have her on as a guest on Sunday, January 17th at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you can ask her the questions live on the air. It's always fun, and I would just ask that you do that. It's always worth the time to do that. And in fact, well, hello there. We were just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. So with that being said, what I like to do and how we're going to work tonight, we're going to do protection for those of you who want to take part in protection. We're going to talk with spirit. For those of you who want to talk to spirit, we'll do our very best to reach them. If they do not come through, please don't think that it's because it doesn't happen, it's not possible, because that's not the case. Please don't think it's because they don't love you, because that's not the case. It's more likely that we don't always understand why spirit doesn't want to come through, but we've had a fairly good track record here with spirit coming through for different people. So, you know, if we don't get them, tonight, we might get them another night. So please just know that there's no guarantee of response, but we do our best. Once we get through the communication with spirit, with relatives, whatnot, I like to try to cross over spirits, any spirit that they don't have to be related to us, spirits that just need our help to cross over. They need that. To me, it's a very uplifting part of what we do, and I would really like to get everyone's help to doing that when we try to cross over spirits, and we seem to do that pretty well. So Let's start with some protection. What I like to do when we do protection is basically I just like to spray a little bit Florida water on me. And basically what we're going to do, for those of you who want to do this, you do not have to do it, but please keep in mind, we're going to be bringing in, spirit in. And anyone who's taking part, there's a possibility of spirit attaching themselves to you. I don't say this to scare you, but I say this as a fact, and that all we're trying to do is just make sure that everybody is protected. Because when I end when I end the session and I close it out, we don't want to have accidentally any spirits going, "Ooh, I like your energy. I'm going to stay with you for the rest of your life." Well, they don't do it quite like that, but you'll know if they're with you. You're going to feel just a little depleted. You're going to feel a little down, and we can't have that, right? So here's where we start, right? First of all, it all starts with the heart. We're going to do some protection. It starts with the heart, and you just focus, and you focus on, oh, hello. Someone's stopping me from focusing. We're going to get to you, sir. Why did I say sir? How do I know it's a man? It starts at the heart. And just imagine a white light, and imagine that it's growing outward, small and growing outward, outward, outward. And what happens is that it covers you completely. And that is your protection. It is powered by yourself, it's powered by loved ones who pass, powered by spirit guides. And what you do with that is you take that energy that's covering you and you smush it out. You just push it out to every corner of your house. You could just extend it. And why you're extending it? Because there's probably going to be other people in your house and you want to protect them. Even if they're not taking part, you do want to protect them. And doing so will make things just easier in the long run. You don't want anyone to have like what's going on, especially when they don't know what's going on, that they don't know maybe what you're doing. It helps. So, if you've done this, there's a good chance that you might be even feeling some tingling right now. You might be feeling like kind of a bit of like, whoa, all right, I'm not feeling too bad right now. And that is the fact because you are protected and that you are ready to talk to spirits. Okay, so that is what you want to be able to do. So we're recording. Yes, of course, you can burn sage. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. We're good. I feel like there's a lot of you people who are just impatient tonight. My goodness. Well, let's go. If it's not loud enough, let me know. You can turn it off for me, please? Can you turn it off? My name is Greg. I am attempting to speak to you tonight via this box and through the equipment that I have over here. If you feel the need, please turn on any of the devices, but we ask that you talk to us through this device. You can hear your voice. We can hear your voice. And I'm hoping that with a lot of people who are watching here tonight, that their relatives are here and wants to talk to us. I'm going to be asking for specific people to come through. Please consider talking with us. Please talk as loud as you can. And we're going to try to listen and hear you. For those who are watching me right now, please send me your intention, especially if you want to talk to a relative. Please start saying, Uncle Frank, please come through. Uncle Frank, please come through. Just do it. Don't do anything like, I'll give you my energy if you'll come through. It'd make it easier. Just, Uncle Frank, please come through. Okay? That's all I'm asking for. So let's do it. Do a reverse sweep. Let's go. My name is Greg. You heard me talk to you just now. Is there anyone here to talk to us, please? Remember, if possible, can you talk as clear as possible, please? Thank you. I appreciate that. Were you turning on the flashlight at all? Can you turn it on again, please? You just said yes, you turned on the flashlight. Could you please turn it on again, please? Say please quite a bit. For the one who turned on the flashlight, can you tell me your name, please? Did I hear Mark? Mark, am I correct? Thought I said you are. Mark, you are. Mark, are you related to anybody watching with us tonight? Mark, are you still with us? Well, Mark, if you want to talk to us again, in case you dropped off, feel free to turn on any of the devices over here, okay? And what we have over here, this is going to be me, folks. You can go and touch this, okay? Can you do that? Can you go and touch that, please? All right. Right? We got some activity right from the start. I enjoy that very much. Are there any relatives here or anybody here who's relative to the people watching us right now? Thank you, Amanda. Pieces of wood are for protection. This Ouija board is bound. It's 100 years old, but it is bound. We didn't have some good things come through there, and we bound it. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just talking really loud because of the spirit box, just so you know. Kind of sound like I was yelling at you. That wasn't the case at all. Wow, you're not far at all from me. Let's see. I'm just going through Waverly Hills. That is a great place. I mean, I say that like I've been there. I've not been there. I'd love to go there. I hope it was everything you wanted, Aaron. I really do. Spirit, do you have anything you want to talk to us about? Thank you for joining, Barbara. wasn't too bad. I might be insane, but I thought as soon as I clicked on your name, Debbie, I thought your name came through. Someone said Debbie. Hi. Are you trying to talk to Debbie? Are you related to Debbie? Can you all hear this all right, by the way? Is it making your ears bleed yet? I am looking for any, are there any relatives related to Debbie that want to come forward, or friends for that matter? No one for Debbie? Can you say Debbie's name, please? Thought I heard Jean's name. Oh. Jean, was that you? Jean, are you here for Ane? Can you please turn that back on for me? Could you say Ane's name for me, please? Okay, I'm gonna move along. Is Tara's nan here? I'm hearing bangs, and I think it's actually from downstairs, not anywhere else. I have someone who lives downstairs, so that might be where that's coming from. Always have to be upstage. Still trying to hear from Carol's nan. Actually, I just thought I heard that too. And I also heard Chris. Anyone else hear Chris? And then you all heard, well, you're saying it differently than I did, thought. There's some genes here. That's when the flashlight went off. Oh, there you go. Now, we were talking about Gene again, right? And when last time I talked about Gene, the flashlight went off. We're talking about Gene again. The flashlight went off again now. If you are Gene, can you turn the flashlight back off, please? Come on. Can you turn it off all the way for me, please? Good evening. All right. Well, feel free to turn it off. Especially every time we talk about Gene, the flashlight does something. Once again, there we go. Thank you. Now, I have to know, though, was that Gene that turned off the flashlight? It feels like when we were talking about Gene, the flashlight kept coming back on. Okay, we could try. We could try that. Is this Edith asking for Gene? If it's Edith, could you say your name, please? Could you say Edith for us? You know, I'm really sorry about that, Amanda. I have no idea about ads whatsoever. Where are you watching? Are you watching on Paranormal Warehouse or are you watching somewhere else? I'm just curious. Let's see here. Tanya, your great-grandmother was Jean. So Genevieve. Okay. Is this Jean? Jean, are you Tanya's grandmother? Could you let us know, please? Now, I have to point out to all of you, just because no one's being claimed, there isn't a gene coming back doesn't mean that none of you have the gene. It could be for any one of you. We just don't know, right? Take a look here. Hey, Lauren, how are you doing? It's been so long, hasn't it? Let's see here. What name was that? Did you guys catch that name? Someone said a name, and I think that they were saying their own name. The way that it came through sounded like they were saying their own name. Blair, are you here? Lauren wants to try to reach you. Blair, can you talk to us, please? Blair, if you're unable to, for some reason, talk to us for this, can you communicate to us at the table over there? Thought I heard Robert come through. I knew somebody was looking for a Robert. And to Anae's point, spirits can piggyback, which means that could be for all of you, to be honest. Gene could have been for every one of you. I know that may not be as special as you'd like it to be, but it's still pretty damn good to get spirit to say either your name or come through as a grandfather. If you heard it, what's being said here is you heard it was meant for you. Once again, we're talking about Gene, and the flashlight comes on. This is the Gene Show. Gene, so we called Gene Box Live. I mean, what's going on here, Gene? Can you touch that antenna, though, and make the lights go off for me? That's what I'd really like to see go off. It's so easy to touch it. Yeah, it's easy enough to do, quite honestly. Very much so. Very much so. Very much so. Your husband's name's Robert. Someone else was looking for a Robert, and I believe my spirit guide is named Robert. That name shows up in every spirit box session that I do. Well, that's a good question. We haven't quite figured it out. I just got done saying that if you hear the name, it's very possible that it's meant for you. It could be 5 people at once hearing it, and it's meant for them.
Life.
Like fly or liar? One, two. Gene, are you trying to get a hold of Sarah? You all heard better than I did, that's for sure. You all got it. In my defense, though, the speaker is pointing this way, and I'm behind it. So you're all hearing it a much, much better than I'm hearing it. So we're just going to go with that, okay? Gene, are you here for Tanya? Of course. Is there anybody trying to connect with Janelle or Amanda? Could you let us know, please? If you're trying to reach out to them, could you give me your name, please? All right, Des, I'm going to get to you in a second. Tanya, I just want to let you know that if you are hearing your name, I personally believe that you are meant to hear your name come through. And that means that your grandmother Jean is trying to get a hold of you. And it may not be for all of us to hear, it might be specifically for you. That's my thought on how this works. I know it sounds a bit like fairy tale-ish, everyone is happily ever after, but I really do believe if you're meant to hear something, you're going to hear it. And I would take that with you. Other people may not have heard your name, but it doesn't mean it wasn't said, and it doesn't mean that you didn't hear it. Anyone else just hear Spanish? I heard hola. Anyone else hear hola? And there was something else right after that. Same voice, too. Is there somebody from Mexico or Spain here? You hear that? Could you speak more in your native language for us, please? Me llamo Greg. Yes, it is. It could have been hola amigo. I've been hearing my name off and on, and I know like Lauren had also said she thought she heard my name. I tend not to talk about that because it's not really, we're not really here for me, but Edna, did you hear Ane? Okay, very good. A lot of impatient people here tonight. I know you didn't get skipped. I remember things. I need to finish my thought. I need to finish the road that we're going down before I move on to the next one. If we don't, then we might lose out on communication. And that's important. That's what we're here for. And the thing is sometimes you go down something, someone says a name to the spirit box, you have to take a detour for a little bit. Otherwise, if you ignore it, then you're not going to get to, like, these are all mysteries we're trying to solve. And we need to get to the best mystery, we have to get to it as much as we can. So please don't be upset if I am not calling you. I started calling on you and I moved on. I will remember you. Normally I control the session, but Anne is absolutely right. We are completely at the mercy of where Spirit takes us tonight, and that's a good thing. That means that they are absolutely wanting to contact us and talk with us. And I'm going to do this only because other people have been saying it. Is there somebody trying to reach me? If you're trying to reach me, can you either say my name, say your name? Can you turn on a light for me? No. 3 voices. They're all the same. Did you catch what they said? There were so many names that were just said, but it was the same person. What is your name? I'm going to ask you one more time. If you're trying to reach out to me, could you let me know somehow, please? Kylie, did you mean last week? Because I didn't think I said your name tonight, have I? Ron, are you here to talk to your daughter, Des? Can you come through for her, please? She would really like to hear your voice. Can you say her name for us, please? It said something, but I don't know if it was Ron, and I don't know if it certainly wasn't your name, Des. Ron, can you say your name for us? Let her know that you're here. Ron, we'd like to know if you're actually here. I'm not hearing you. Is it easier for you to do something at your daughter's house? Like do a knock on the wall or just lightly touch her on the shoulder or something? Give her nice chills? I don't know if there's a better way of putting it, but you know what I mean. In other words, not scare the hell out of her. Tanya heard Ron. I just heard it. I just heard his name, and others been hearing it before. Des, this last one, did that come through all right? Hearing the stuff on here is an acquired taste. The way that it normally works is that you're recording it and you're playing it back and re-listening to it a billion times to try to figure out what's being said. We're all trying to do this on the fly, so it's a lot more difficult. And it's amazing what people are actually hearing, that not just they're hearing, but other people are hearing. That's why when one person starts saying a name that they heard and like 5 people are putting it up there at the same time, that's pretty amazing. I'm going to be very honest, Des, is if I were you, I would schedule time with Ane and do a session with her. That's mediumship. And on a spirit box, you're not going to get a ton, like a sentence or a paragraph, or, you're going to just get words here and there. This is more to let you know that he is there. Someone just said mom. If you want to get a message from him, I would recommend setting up time with Ane and having her do the mediumship to get in touch with him. And if you do her Tuesday and Thursdays, you'll notice that she won't really do those types of questions because that requires a lot of energy, a lot of concentration. It's a different type of skill set that she needs to do it differently, just like I wouldn't be able to do it through this. Are you looking for your mom? I told him, right? I think his name just came through again, actually. I heard Ron again. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. It's amazing. What paused on you? Are you thinking that you were up soon, Alberta? You wanted to hear from Christian, right? Did I get that right? It's Christian that you want to hear from. Let me know. If it's Christian you want to hear from, we will see if we can get Christian. As you should. This is cool stuff. Christian, are you here? Was Christian really young, or was he older? I don't need to ask, Des, nor do you. You keep wanting to get like 100% confirmation. This is where your confirmation comes from. You know it's him. You know it's him. I don't need to ask the question, right? I heard that too. Exactly. And that's why I just wanted to know about Christian. I don't know about Christian. I just wanted to get a little bit of background on him. Who's asking for help? How can we help you? I am so sorry. I thought I heard a little boy, different from the one that asked for help. Christian, are you able to say hi to your mom? Some way, somehow? You want to touch something over there, make it move? No. Melissa, what was your son's name? Alberta, do you hear from Christian? Do you feel his presence? He hasn't left you? Just still with you? Still right here? Oh, that's right, Melissa. Thank you for reminding me. Dylan, we thought we heard your name earlier. Were you trying to reach out to your mom? Dylan, could you tell me how old you are, please? Dylan, could you do something to let us know you're here, please? Your mom would love to hear something from you. Alberta heard Dylan. I heard someone say bless you. Did anyone else hear that? Ane, would you call it loving energy tonight? That's kind of what I feel. It's a lot. There's a lot of energy coming through. It's pretty cool. And it feels like it's family hour here, doesn't it? Hey, just curious. We did this once before, but would anybody be interested if Ane and I did one of these together, where she used her psychic abilities and tarot cards, and I use my gadgets. If there's interest in that, we can make that work. So let me know. I'd love to know what you all think about that. You know, Ane from Tuesday nights. So. So many people are coming through right now. I mean, in the chat, I think Ane, I think people would like us to do this. Thank you very much. Hi, Andrea. I haven't talked to you in a while. Once again, Jean. We have another Jean, Janine. Grandma Janine, are you here with us tonight? Janine, are you here? Can you say Andrea's name, please? Andrea's name for me, please. Do you hear it, Des? See, you're picking it up. You're picking it up, and it's because you heard your dad's name. That is why now you can hear it. That is why now you can start hearing the other names. It's kind of it broke the seal for you. Anyone else getting chills? See, my three names. I thought I heard Mike. I thought I heard Joe, but that could just be me. Remember, the speaker's not facing me, it's facing you. Chantella, are you here? Are you here for Brian? I know that you've reached out before. Brian, what I suggest you do regarding Chantella is I think you need to reach out to Ane about that. Once again, I think that's going to be certain mediumship. She reached out to Ane on my show, remember? And so I feel like that might be the conduit right there. I actually meant to click on this one. Your guys' comments are coming in so quickly that I'm clicking on one and it's actually hitting something else. I thought I heard my name again. Melissa and Alberta, I cannot even begin to imagine. I cannot even begin to. Just know. All right. Are there any spirits here that need to be crossed over? We can cross you over. I keep hearing my name also. I'm hearing a lot of our names are coming through. Thank you, Greg. Thank you for joining us. It's always good to see you. We need to catch up at some time. Okay, so I'm not insane. Spirits, we need to cross you over. Do you want to be crossed over? Can we help you with that? For those of you who want to help me, I do. Did you hear that? I do. Let's do it then. Let's cross you over. Folks, what I need from you, not your energy, but your intention. There's a lot of energy in here right now. My arms are just like buzzing. I need you all to just be like, please cross over, please cross over, please cross over. You know what I mean? Just help me with this, okay? Okay, we're opening up light for you, spirits. Spirits who want to cross over. And what you do is that you go towards that light and you cross it, okay? Do you see the light? Do you see the light? Yes. Have you crossed it? It's there for you. All you need to do is go to the light, cross it. If you feel like that you did something in your life and you don't deserve to be crossed over, you're wrong. You need to cross, okay? I keep hearing cross. There's nothing to be afraid of. Everything that you're doing is centered around love and light, okay? You're surrounded by love and light. There's nothing bad that is around you. Okay? You got it. You just said it. It might be different sensations, but don't let it make you afraid. Obviously, if you are still having issues, reach out to me. But this is a good session. This is good people, good spirits. Have you crossed? Yes. Okay. I think I just heard someone say, do it. Yes, do it, cross. That's what we have it for. You deserve to cross. You deserve to feel like better, okay? Yes, you can. All right. Spirits, got anything else to say to us? Then I shut down this session in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is that. Real fast before we shut down, before we close the session, just want to answer this real fast. Absolutely, Patricia. Absolutely. They'll come back and they'll talk to us. A lot, probably 95% of the relatives that talked tonight have crossed over, but they're being asked to come back. So it's totally, totally fine. Let's do this real fast. I hope you're all feeling some chills. I certainly am feeling chills right now, good chills. But this session is over. Say this. This session is over. You're not allowed to communicate with me any further unless you are a relative or a friend who have passed. Otherwise, you just really cut the ties, cut the energy ties. This session is over. Amanda, cut the ties, okay? Don't let it linger. Don't let it stay with you. You got to cut those ties and be done with it. Otherwise, you know, you don't want to run the risk. It's basically like leaving the house door open, and who knows what will come in. This is where we say goodbye for the week, okay? And that's how we do that. Now, I do want to just say I saw a couple people who sent through some through Paranormal Warehouse. They sent through some stars, which is great for benefiting Paranormal Warehouse. I will just say, if anyone has any interest, and you certainly don't need to do so, if you're interested in sending a love donation my way, you could do so at the PayPal address there. Once again, there's absolutely no obligation to do so. I do so because I love to do this. I love to help you. So but for those of you who are wondering if I'm getting those stars, I do not get those stars. You know, just keep that in mind. Amanda, you should probably ask the question out there, like, who's here? Okay, who is here? And I mean this in the best possible way. Just don't let your mind go towards negative, because it won't be negative. It's just going to be something that, you know, it might be a little unfamiliar. Just remember, you're in control. The session is over. Okay, that's what you need to make sure of. As far as everything else, just a quick reminder that Ane is going to be on Tuesday, and she's on at 7 p.m. Central Time, and she'll be on Thursday at, I think this is wrong. Sorry, Ane, I think that these times are wrong on here, so I will need to update that. It's so confusing. There's so many time zones and so many networks and so many different things. I get really confused. Also, in my description, I also have a link to the Paranormal United Network store that has a lot of cool stuff on there. Please check it out. Please check them out. It helps support them. It needs to support them. Also, Paranormal Warehouse has a store to check out. All these wonderful places, they need help keeping going. So please consider talking to them. My radio show next week, I have Ane on, One Question Readings. Please consider that also. If you need me, which you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I do paranormal investigations. I also do consultation. You can reach out to me at the URL there. You can also just follow me, or not even follow me, friend request me on Facebook. You have my name right there. I mean, you can follow me if you want, but that seems less, seems more impersonal, quite honestly. And I have a couple pages on Facebook, Minnesota GhostBox. That's the name of my paranormal team, and also Para Friends Events. So got through all that now, thank goodness. Let's see here. Just going through. There is. It's in. Thank you for asking. It is in my description. It's just the URL. Do just copy and paste it. It's in the description of the video. The PayPal address. If you go to the description for the video at the very top, it will be in there. Anything else? What did you all see? Did you see me smile? Because I highly doubt that. You're talking? Are you talking about this one? Was this one going off? Because that does go off. Funny enough, it'll go off when my cat walks by it, but he's not in. He doesn't fly. He's not like elevated. But it does seem to go off every time he's around. It might be the fur flying for all I know, but I also like to think it's my cats who have passed away that never liked him. You gotta create the storylines here. Let's see. Other than that, you guys kept with me for a long time tonight. I hope this was worth your time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be back next week. Don't forget on AN Tuesday. Thank you all very much, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good night, everyone.